Kind of moving on to the next one, we got another American fight between Dustin Jacoby and El Blanco Justin Ledet.
Yeah, so Dustin Jacoby is actually 0-2 in the UFC, but that's back in 2011, 2012.
Wow.
He's primarily a kickboxing fighter. He's actually been fighting on the scene, like Glory, things like that, even some side promotions. But he actually came in on Dana White's Contender series and did very, very well. I think that he looked really good. His striking is very impressive. I mean, the kickboxing trade definitely suits this man. He looked great. I just don't know what kind of skill I would see him fighting moving forward. But then looking at Ledet, kind of got tired towards the third round in his last fight. Was looking a little sluggish, but even in the first couple rounds, it was raw. It was raw talent. I could see that you could defend certain positions. I could see that you were able to throw some serious bombs. But I think Jacoby is game to throw shots. And I do think that Jacoby's going to be the better MMA fighter. I think Jacoby's going to be the better technical striker and probably have more power. Like he can cut. He can clip chins. It's just all of that coming into one play. I don't think he's going to be having any type of issues with the striking that Ledet brings to the table. And honestly, when you look at Ledet, who's 3-3 in the UFC, I didn't see much in his wins either. And he's moved up in terms of competition and lost 3 straight. So I really do like Jacoby in this, and I think the odds should show that. Maybe not by much based on experience and recent action, but even a -170 to a -220 for Jacoby makes sense to me.
He's actually -300. So, Vegas is definitely in line with what you're seeing here in terms of this guy just kind of being outmatched here.
Yeah. And the thing is, even with Jacoby, he was really disappointed with his cardio in his Dana White Contender Series fight. So that's what makes me excited. When you see a guy who notices a problem like that and is going to try and fix it, I think he's been around long enough to be able to see that right away. I think fighting in the UFC, if you're younger, if it's your first time, building that type of gas tank, especially when it's in the UFC octagon, I think there's an added edge where it's just hard to build that up. A lot of fighters who even are champions now struggle that when they're younger. But Jacoby might be able to do that, especially in this Ledet fight. So I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's at least 50 points built into the fact that this man has a terrible haircut. So